Hello everyone, so welcome to this series of new ways of working and of course leadership and culture. Today we are basing our discussion on this pretty new book which has been published this year, Brave New Work, Are You Ready to Reinvent Your Organization by Aaron Dignan. I think that Seth Godin, that many of us knows, has been written very well about this book, that this is the management book of the year. Clear, powerful and urgent. It's a must read for everyone who cares about where they work and how they work. And that's why I want to talk a little bit more about this topic today. Yes, future work is about purpose, transparency and reputation. And by knowing this and by building on these things, we are creating powerful, motivated organizations, which we have been talking earlier in this series, for example, with Netflix. Evolutionary organizations, they build operating systems. And like Deming has said already, the guru of total quality management in 1960s, that 94% is about the system and it's in the responsible management, and 6% is about people and basically other stuff. So operating system is the DNA of your company, DNA of your culture. There's two elements. There's a people positive mindset that we have, which means that we assume and we expect that everyone is a contributor rather than a cost. And the other thing is complexity consciousness, which means that in this world where we are many times confusing complicated versus complex, we need to look about organizational systems at complex matters. Complex matters are things that we can't predict, but we cannot control. They move all the time. Like, for example, heard of birds in the sky. So like said earlier, so everything starts from the operating system. So how you're operating, is it like an intersection or is it like a roundabout? So are there your people, like cars, are they stopping in the lights? Or are we doing something more in a more harmonious way, like in a roundabout where we go and everybody goes in a more complex world? I think in this book there has been several good things. One good thing is this canvas that they have been, which is a Creative Commons thing that can be downloaded from the site. So it's called OS Canvas, so operating system canvas. And there the founder and the writer has divided basically the world of our operating systems in 9 different elements, which are structure and space, authority and decisions, information and communications, policy and governance, purpose and values, meetings, freedom and coordination, strategy and innovation, resource allocation with targets and forecasts, and people development and motivation. So all this together, when you're thinking this in your team, you're creating much better understanding what is happening in your organization, in your operating system, so in your DNA of your culture. The key questions to ask when you're going through this in a small team at your place is the following ones. Number 1, what are your principles in this area? What do we believe? So what are our practices in this area and what we actually are doing? So are they serving us, and our actions and outcomes consistent with our values? So this is a very good tool basically to build your operating system, to see where you stand and where you want to go to. Other good tool which comes not from business but basically from relationship psychology to create a psychological safety in your organization is a method called ICBD. And where this stands from, this acronym, is intention, concerns, borders and dreams. Basically what that would mean in actual sense is the following one. Intention would be, for example, why you think you are part of this project or this team. One concrete example of for concerns, what is the thing that basically concerns you, what you are, let's say, scared of in this team or this project? The borders part would be, for example, what rules, standards, policies inhibits us to succeed. And from the dreams part would be that how do we feel? How do I feel? What are the feelings around this topic? When you talk about these questions with frankness, clarity, and without any judgments for the counterparts, then you can achieve great wisdom in your team. And like has been said earlier in this series, that cultures and subcultures are created in teams when people are working together, and that's why there your success starts from. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.